As free agency approaches, there's natural speculation about whether the Ravens could be in the mix for one of the top free agent players on the market, especially at wide receiver. There's plenty of talk about guys like Allen Robinson or Kenny Golladay or Juju Smith-Schuster. But there are challenges with those top earning type of players. First of all, it's not even clear that they're going to actually hit the free agent market. Their current teams could apply the franchise tag to them, especially in the case of Golladay or Robinson. And then let's say they do hit the market, they're going to command top dollar. And I'm not sure the Ravens have the money to pay that considering they're tight against the salary cap. Now, the other thing to look at here is the Ravens' history. They aren't typically a team that goes out there and spends top dollar on free agents, especially at wide receiver. They're typically more in the market for players who are a tier below that in terms of the salary range, either because they've been released by their old team or because they're a veteran player. Look, you can still get really good players in that category. Steve Smith is a perfect example of that when the Ravens added him back in 2014. So, who could be the players in that group this year? Well, I think you're looking at guys like a Sammy Watkins or a Marvin Jones or an AJ Green. Those are the guys who aren't going to get the top dollar, but they could still be really good players and add something to a new team. NFL Network's Ian Rapoport actually talked with us about this when he joined the Lounge podcast last week, and here's what he had to say about the Ravens being in the mix for free agent wide receivers.
Sammy Watkins would be an interesting one. He's battled injury concerns, but when he's been healthy, he's been really productive, especially in big games, big moments. But I think what you're going to get is more of kind of the, not second tier, but kind of the 1B of receivers. And, you can get some really good value there. Like, for instance, the Panthers got Robbie Anderson last year right in that wheelhouse of kind of like 1B, and he was really productive for them. So you can hit on those guys. You just got to make sure you spend it in the right place.
Now, overall, Ian has some really good insight about not just receiver, but free agency as a whole. If you haven't checked out that episode, go ahead and download it wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Baltimore Ravens Podcast Network. That's it for me on Final Drive. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.